Hi, Steve. It's me, Genevieve, available at the time. Today, I'm gonna watch the story time that you just uploaded on YouTube. The one I'm gonna register. You're reading my favorite Christmas movie, The Polar Express. I have that book as well, and yes, that is my favorite Christmas movie. I can't wait for you to do the story time video of this. I have it up right here. Here it is. Watch.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Story Time with me. Since it's almost Christmas, I'm going to read you a story called The Polar Express. Yeah, and not to mention, The Polar Express is my sister Jennifer's favorite Christmas movie of all time. And that movie aired in 2004, so I was 12 years old when that movie came out. So Jennifer, if you're watching this story is for you. Are you ready? Great! Here we go. The Polar Express. On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me I'd never hear. The ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There's no Santa, my friend insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I didn't hear the sounds, though not ringing bells. From outside came sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through the window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. A train? Cool. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A guard stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his jacket and looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and dressing gown. I tipped downstairs and out of the door. All aboard! The guard cried out. I went up to him. Well, he said, are you coming? Where? I asked. Why, to the North Pole, of course, was the answer. This is the Polar Express. I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me abroad. The North Pole? That's just fun. Wow, look at the train. The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols, and ate sweets with nougat centers and as white as snow. We drank hot cocoa as thick as rich as melted chocolate bars. Outside, the lights of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced northwards. Soon, there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold, dark forests where lean wolves roamed and white-tailed rabbits hid from our train as it thundered through the quiet wilderness. Whoa, look at that mountain! We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon. But the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, going over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. The mountains turned into hills, the hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. There, said the guard, is the North Pole. I don't see a North Pole. Oh, there is the North Pole, right over there. The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first we saw no elves. They're gathering at the center of the city. The guard told us this is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. Who receives the first gift? We all asked. The guard answered, "You will choose one of you. One of the children." "Look," shouted one of the children, "the elves." Outside, we saw hundreds of elves. As our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. When the Polar Express could go no farther, we stopped and the guard let us outside. We pushed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound like nothing I ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart, and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. He marched over to us and, pointing to me, said, "Let's have this fellow here." He jumped into the sleigh. The guard held me up. I sat on Santa's knee, and he asked, "Oh, oh, 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 now, what would you like for Christmas?" I knew that I could have any gift I can imagine. But the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant geeking bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut a bell from a reindeer's harness. The elf tossed it out to Santa. He stood, holding a bell high above him, and called out, "The first gift of Christmas!" A clock struck midnight. As elves roared their approval, Santa handed the bell to me and put it in my dressing gown pocket. The guard held me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeers' names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us and disappeared in the cold, dark polar sky. Look at Santa go! As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked us to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. Uh-oh, there was a pocket inside a boy's hole. And a hole inside of the boy's pocket. I had lost a silver bell from Santa Claus' sleigh. Let's hurry outside and look for it, one of the children said. But the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home. Uh-oh, this is not good. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I silently left the other children. I stood at my doorway and waved goodbye. The guard said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear it. "What?" I yelled at. Kept his hands around his mouth. "Merry Christmas!" he shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last small box on the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was the silver bell. There was a note. Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Mend that hole in your pocket. Signed, Mr. C. It was the Santa Claus. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I had ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father. "It's broken." When I shook the bell, My parents had not heard a sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, the bell was silent up for all of them. Even Sarah found one at Christmas. There's no longer hear a sweet sound. Though I grown old, the bell still rings for me as it does for all who truly believe. The end.
So yeah, let me listen to you read the Polar Express, and yep, it's what's inside your heart. It's what's in here. It's what you believe in. I really, really do love the story, and thank you so much for dedicating my favorite Christmas movie to me, Steve. So until then, bye, Steve.